Do you or your business have a ton of followers, but you keep hearing about the importance of building a community? Community is where you create a space for your followers to connect and support each other. Building a community can help you sell even more products and services by developing much deeper relationships with people in your network, and you'll have more control. If the social platform that you're on suddenly loses its popularity, you won't lose all those followers that you've worked so hard to get in the first place. But having your followers just read each other's posts on your Instagram, for instance, isn't building a community, nor is inviting them to a live event and having them listen to you talk. So how do you go from having followers to building a community? I'm an experienced community builder, and in this video, I'm going to give you some really practical tips to turn your followers into building an actual community. So let's get started. Tip number 1, find the common threads. Take note of your most popular posts. Why are they popular? What is the common thread when you're answering questions from your audience? Are there questions that keep on repeating over and over again? Those are your common threads. You should take note of these because they're actually so important to structure the foundations of your community. You're trying to find the purpose. Why would you build a community? How can you help your followers actually get even more value by connecting with each other? Tip number 2. Ask questions. I'm a huge believer in building community by finding out from the community what they actually want. I'd recommend you reach out to your followers and pose a question like, I'm thinking of starting a group so we can connect and support each other whilst we provide, and then insert whatever value statement it is that you think that would actually be useful to your followers. And then ask them whether they'd be interested in joining, what their thoughts are, collect all of their feedback. Also ask your followers, where else do they hang out? If they're on Instagram, for instance, ask them, do they hang out more on Discord or Facebook? Ask them about other platforms because this may actually help you to work out in future where you should actually host your community. You can also ask them if they're part of any other communities that you should know about, because then you can go and check those out and do some more research as to why they're part of those communities. Tip number 3. How do you choose a suitable community platform? Well, I just talked about this in tip number 2, where you can ask your community where they hang out, but I also want to let you know that you shouldn't feel so overwhelmed about choosing the right community platform. Chances are there's not going to be one platform that meets all of your needs, and it's truly not the most important aspect as to whether your community will be successful or not. There's a ton of options out there. I totally get that it's overwhelming, but my recommendations are to choose where your followers already hang out if you know where that is, or choose a simple group where you can add the most value easily, because that's the most important aspect of building a community. Also think about the nature of where your community would actually connect with each other. For instance, are they connecting whilst they're on the go, whether at the gym? If that's the case, you should be thinking of mobile responsive platforms or even chat-based platforms like WhatsApp or Telegram, Geneva Chat, if your followers are more likely to want to have real-time chatter rather than consume long-form content on a website through a forum, for instance. If you need to set up a chat-based community, here's a quick guide to help you get started. And if you're not looking for chat-based, but you're looking for robust community platforms specifically for creators, then Circle and Podia are 2 of the very popular platforms that I've noticed creators are using. For example, YouTuber Ali Abdal uses Circle Community for his creator community. If you run a coaching business, you may want to look at Mighty Networks. And Buddy Boss is great if you have a WordPress website already and you know that your followers go to your website a lot. If your followers hang out on Facebook a lot, then Facebook Groups is actually a great option. It's free and it's really easy to get started. And if your audience already uses something like Discord, then definitely just use Discord. It's a great platform. It was set up for communities. It's not for everyone, but it's very popular with Web3 crypto communities. It's both web-based and it's a platform that works really well, whether it's on the computer or on mobile. And lastly, I'm going to give you a bonus tip. So tip number 4 is have an engagement plan that delivers tons of value to your community when you're first getting started. I cannot stress this enough. Once you've got your community set up, you should be planning to give so much value back to your community as much as you can. If delivering value is spending time in the community and actually actively engaging with your followers, not just by replying to their comments, but actually having active, deeper conversations and encouraging conversations between each other, you'll be delivering a lot of value. If you want an example of a creator that has done this so well, check out Gary Vee, who is probably the king of all creators. He has a Discord community and he is in that Discord all the time, constantly giving value back to his community and encouraging conversations to take place. If you still feel overwhelmed, I have a whole section just on how do you build community. I'd highly recommend checking out that playlist. And if you want more details about specific platforms, I also have a playlist where I talk just about community platforms. Tell me what your challenges are below. Comment. I'm more than happy to take a look. I'm an experienced community builder. I have 10 years of experience building. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.